What should be in this box is an Oxford self-pronouncing Bible in Brevier Blackface. A few weeks ago I did a review of an Oxford self-pronouncing Bible long primer, which was an old used book. And this also is a book that I found on eBay. The leather is supposed to be pretty ratty, but the text block is supposed to be good. I'm interested in it. I'm also interested in the Allen KJV 26 that's at evangelicalbible.com, and I take it that the Allen 26 is the same thing as this book. So that's one of the things we'll find out here as I open this book. Hopefully we can do it without cutting me or causing any blood to flow. Out. I've had my eye on it for some time, and I waited for the price to drop by about $10. There was no auction on this. It was simply a straightforward sale. But it came back 2 different times. Finally, the price had dropped to what I thought was a reasonable amount. I don't know if you can see it on the desktop here, but this leather is definitely crumbling. This is excess leather. The leather is supposed to be in bad shape, but the text block is what we're interested in here. So here's the excess leather. What I did with another book that had crumbling leather, this one here, is I actually put it in a saran wrap, a plastic wrap, and then covered that in transparent tape. And it actually makes a very nice cover for it. So I put oil on the Bible, and the tape should keep it oiled, keep the oil in and next to the leather. So let's look to see what we have here, and perhaps we'll find out whether it is or isn't the same thing that's being sold by Evangelical Bible, and whether the advertised intact text block is accurate. So it's 16 MO blackface with references, Oxford self-pronouncing Bible. It has the Oxford seal. Paper feels like it's about India paper. It has the prefatory note by Henry Redpath and Redpath's pronunciation symbols, notes on references, signs and abbreviations used in the references, then the book of Genesis. And the page looks very clean. Books of the Old Testament, books of the New Testament with estimated dates. Like the turquoise, it has the chapter number within a little bracket at the side. Genesis chapter 3 is the 3rd chapter in the Bible. Normal King James Version text. The paper looks really good. It's not very yellow. The print looks nice and sharp and crisp. Not printed too well right through here, is it? Seems to have some doubling to it. I don't see it fading at all. And in the New Testament, it's entirely black letter. There is an old ribbon, which even I can replace. Thanks to videos by people like Eric1111, I've been able to successfully replace ribbons myself. These 2 ribbons here in this Oxford self-pronouncing Bible long primer I replaced after having seen Eric1111's video. So it's pretty good. There's a little dog earring that's easy to repair. Some more here. And then we have the Encyclopedic Concordance. and the old style Oxford maps with a map index. So it's pretty good for the relatively low price I paid for a T943, probably printed in 1943. I think that's what that means. And this is style 0731X. So apart from the old leather, it seems to be very nice. You actually still get some of the salmon color here from the old art gilting that was on it at one time. So that's good. I want to look here at the evangelical website, Bible's website, and see if the layout is the same thing as what Alan is printing. So there's another dog ear. So we'll go here to Psalms. That looks like the picture they have is very, very small. But it looks like somewhere around Psalm 99 to 100 in their photo. And yes, I'm looking at the photo at Evangelical Bible, and I'm looking at these two pages, and I think what I see there is exactly the same. Psalm 97 here, 98, 100. So for a considerably lower price than $115, I've gotten a very nicely printed, not perfectly printed, but very nicely printed Oxford self-pronouncing Bible text block, which seems to be in very good shape. So that concludes this short unboxing video, and thank you very much for watching. As a brief appendix, what I want to do here is compare the font in the Brevier Blackface to that in both the Allen 6C, which is the Allen Brevier Clarendon. So the Clarendon is on the right and the Blackface is on the left, at about the same distance from the camera. Certainly both about 8-point, aren't they? And then here's my old Oxford on primer self-pronouncing Bible. Right. This is roughly a 10-point on the right, and the one on the left is supposed to be 8.